Welcome to this training video for setting up courses on Dr. Frost. To get started, you want to go up to menu and then just drop down to courses. This will take you to this page here where you can see there are now 3 ways that you could assign courses to your school accounts. You can choose from a selection of Dr. Frost Maths courses. These are courses that have been put together with sensible teaching orders in mind that you might like to use for your school scheme of learning. You can create bespoke courses for your school. That's what this video is about. And then down here, you've also got the option to take a course from an exam board or a publisher. So for example, the White Rose Maths courses would appear in this option here. So I'm going to show you today how I would create a new course, and I've got a Year 7 course in mind. So I'm going to go up to View and I will just toggle over into Edit. Now, if I scroll down, I'll see that there's now a new option to create a course. So I can give it a course name. Let's just call it Year 7. And then I will get taken to this page. Now you will get step-by-step instructions as you start working through this, but the first thing we'll do is add the module. So this could be time specific or topic specific. I'm going to go for time specific, and I'm going to think about this being my module, just taking the students through to October half term. And now I can add another module. Let's call this one Autumn 1B, taking them through till Christmas. Now, I could populate the whole school year, and then I can start adding in my units. So to add my units, these are essentially the topics that we're going to cover between September and October. So given that it's Year 7, let's start off with a little bit of place value. I'm going to keep on adding my units next. So let's do some directed number. And then we might do some work on some fractions and decimals. And then let's finish up with a little bit of work on percentages. So really easy for you to just bespoke make it for your students and your scheme of learning. So now I'm clicking into place value, and I've got a few options here. So I can click on here and I can add in a short introduction into what I want the students to get from this particular topic. I've got options to add in resources, so I can link to some of the downloadables that are on Dr. Frost, link to other websites, all sorts of things to add there. But the main thing is to add in the skills. So I click add a skill, and then I know that place value is actually in key stage 2. So I get to where place value is, and then I can just make my selection. I think I will leave out monetary value with coins. So I use my selected, and then I can now just double check that I'm happy. So I've got the skills, I've got the exam skills and the key skills. If there's anything that I think maybe I don't want, so for perhaps key skill 3D, I don't want the students to be partitioning 3-digit numbers. So I can just take this exclude option here and I can toggle that over and say yes. And now this particular key skill will not appear on my course. Okay, let's go into directed number and do the same thing. We can add in our skills. Make our selection like so. So really quick and easy for you to start building up your school's scheme of learning. Okay, once you're happy and you've populated everything, then you've now got the option to use the scheme of learning. So if I just toggle off from edit and toggle on to use, it's going to give me the option to set this to some of my students. So given that this is Year 7, I'm just going to set that to all of my Year 7 classes like so. Now, what I can now do is if I just go up to my account, I can view as a student. So let's just double check. If I select one of my classes, perhaps the Year 7 HB class, this has now taken me to the demo account, and I can see that my Year 7 course is now appearing. So if I click into that, then obviously I haven't completed it, but this is now how the student can interact with that course. So they can click on place value, for example, and now they've got the full autonomy to start practicing the skills themselves, watching the videos. So for example, perhaps they want to do some of this place value work here. They can select the skills that they are interested in. They can double check what the example might look like. They can have a look at the video. And then once they've made their selection, they've got the option here to just start practicing. They might say, keep on going till I say, and then there's the interface for the students to interact with straight away. So once you've set up the course, you really have given your students full autonomy to start going into the specific time of year or the topic that they're working on and find relevant practice for themselves.